It should only have Summoning Sickness the turn when it enters play. It never left play. It was always in play. I don't think we need these cards. This one in case they play a blocker, which that actually can't block anyways. What does it need? Yeah. 8 or more in order to block. In our graveyard, we had... Hey everybody, what's up, what's going on? My name's Kyle. Thank you for stopping by to check out another one of my videos on my channel, Arena Hacks. Today I'm looking at Dimir Ninja Rogues. What was I going to say about Dimir? Oh, this deck is budget friendly. Actually, it's artisan. There's no rares in it whatsoever. So it's not just budget, it's like completely artisan. Just, yeah, all commons and uncommons. Taking a deeper look in here, 1.7 average, very low, 22 lands. So I've knocked a few lands out. Not a lot. We do need to make sure we're hitting them as we need to. It can be a decent amount of mana to ninjutsu stuff. Then you're recasting whatever you bounce back to your hand and stuff like that, or re-ninjutsuing it as well. So we do want to make sure we hit our lands, but we are so low. There's no need to have 24 in here. And to make up for it, I have a pair of Jwari Disruptions to replace 2 of the lands that I took out from 24. So it does give us still 24 cards in the deck for lands, so that we can really help with the early game and get the early game started. Actually should probably drop, because of the Jwari's Disruptions, should probably go like that. I'll have to adjust that in the deck list before I upload the deck list. I played with it the other way, but I do have problems with the black mana. You'll see that in the gameplay. But anyways, it shouldn't be as bad as what it is in the gameplay. A little bit of spoilers there, but not with adjusting it one like that. But anyways, I forgot to point out when we were in here, there is slightly more blue. I thought it was black. I always thought it was black that we're slightly more blue. Maybe we leave that the way it was. Yeah, the deck list I had in the video was fine. We'll leave it that way because it is slightly more blue. But anyways, where was I? Let's go over some of these cards. I got a Null in here, only one of. I got a few more one-ofs in this deck that I usually do, just to diversify the removal. So we've got Power Word Kill, one of. We got Flunk, one of. Feed the Swarm, one of. Those enchantments out there can get nasty. What else do we have one of? Nothing for removal. Oh no, right down here. You're already dead. I just wanted to play around with this card. If we need to chump block with our Merfolk Windrobber, which we can sacrifice. If our opponent has 8 or more in the graveyard, we can sacrifice him for card draw. Other than that, he's just a 1-mana 1/1 flying that mills when he does damage. But you know, if we use him for a chunk blocker, which has happened, and we don't have, and our opponent doesn't have the 8 cards in their graveyard to facilitate sacrificing them for card draw, we can then just let the damage happen, and then we can kill their creature for 1 mana, which is really sick. And we get to draw a card for that too, also really sick. Because we lose this guy, so you know, and we're playing a card out of our hand, so it's great to get that card draw. 2 copies of Village Rates just to help with card draw, and just if we have 1 extra black mana saved up, then you know, when our opponent goes to exile something of ours, one of our creatures or something like that, we can just sacrifice it, get some more cards in our hand to do more stuff, and then we're also getting value out of that creature, and it's not getting exiled. Not that we have anything to come out of the graveyard, pull out of the graveyard, so it's like we can't get it back anyways. Where was I here? But yeah, yeah, where was I talking about that? Anyways, yeah, oh, the Village Rites, that's where I was. Yeah, so we can't get back out of the graveyard, so exiling or going in our graveyard is not much of a difference, but we're at least getting value of the creature by sacrificing it to Village Rites instead. 4 Bloodchiefs first, because this is my version. For me, this is one of those cards it's a good uncommon, really good uncommon, very versatile, and it just comes up all the time when I run 4 copies of it. I get like 2-3 copies of it, and it's pretty sweet when you can just keep blasting your opponent's planeswalkers and creatures. You're just blasting away because you keep drawing it. So 4 copies of them in there. Wash Away, one of the new-ish cards. That's another one of for counter spells, so it's a 1-mana counter spell. Same with a Null, and the Null is because it can do artifact or enchantment, and that's just crazy. You can counter artifact. There's so many enchantments in the meta right, and artifacts because of Kamigawa. So Annul is just a great one. Wash Away. If they play something with Disturb or Flashback, and they go to cast it, and it's not from their hand for 1 mana, we can counter it. Sweet deal. Other than that, it's just a regular hard counter for 3 mana, which we have 2 copies of Saw It coming to kind of round out the hard counters there for 3 mana. This can be reduced to 2 if we foretell it first before we cast it. Some of the newer cards in here. Actually, no, let's go touch on this one last guy before we get to some of the newer Kamigawa cards here, which are all ninjas. So they're all rogues and ninjas. Just start out with that. 22 creatures. Rogue is 10. 12 ninjas. That's 22 total. So they're all rogues and ninjas. Soaring Thought-Thief is another rogue we have in here to go with our Merfolk Windrobber. So it's some more mill. Helps get this guy combined with this guy in this deck. Does help push our opponent to 8 cards in their graveyard. Relatively easy. We're not going to win by milling our opponent with these guys, but we're going to get them to 8 cards. Not super fast, but in a pretty good amount of time. We can usually get them to 8 cards in the graveyard, which now gives all of our rogues a +1/0, which we don't have a super amount. We have 10. We have 2 less than we do ninjas. So that's like almost half our creatures are giving +1/0. All of our rogues have flying here. This is one of the new ones, Network Disruptor. Blech. I'd go 4 of these and 2 of these if Windrobber wasn't as good. Like, Windrobber's just better. As a 1-mana 1/1 flyer, it's just, and a rogue, it's just, I just like it better. It's got a better ability to it. This, you have to tap a permanent when you play it. So if you're playing it on your first turn, your opponent doesn't have anything to tap, they haven't even taken their first turn yet, you have to tap something. You can target your land that you tap to play it, and it's already tapped, but whatever, you just target the land, because it doesn't have to be a non-land permanent, just any permanent, you tap it down when you play this one. So it's really good late game though too, because it does give you that flyer that you can shoot back to your hand when you use your ninjutsu abilities. That's what these flyers are for. That's also what Soaring Thought-Thief is for as well. So we can bounce them back to our hand with our ninjutsu abilities. So it's really good. The Network Disruptor is really good for that. It's really good too because in another way, because it taps down a permanent, we open up some attacking lanes so our creatures can get it through unblocked, which is what we want for those ninjutsu abilities. Talked about that, so let's getting on to that. We have 4 copies of Moon Circuit Hacker. The reason I have 4 copies of this, I started with a little less. The card advantage on it is really good, and even if you're drawing and discarding, which is looting, it's still pretty good anyway, especially if you are getting too many lands or whatever. You can discard a land, draw a card, discard a land. Sometimes you can find really good cards that way, and you just discard something a little weaker out of your hand, and it's really great. But it's not too bad if you can get this through, if you can open up attacking lanes with Network Disruptor, you attack through with a Moon Circuit Hacker, and then you bounce it back to your hand with Nezumi Prowler or some other ninjutsu, which I'll get to the other ninjutsus in a little bit here. Nezumi Prowler, when it enters, creature gets lifelink and death touch until end of turn. Anytime it enters the battlefield, so if you're just hard casting it or ninjutsuing it, it doesn't matter. It does get that ability. But when you ninjutsu over top of something that only has 2 power and it's 3, it's not only doing more damage, but then you target itself for death touch and lifelink, and then you're gaining life on top of that as well. And then you're getting stuff like your Moon Circuit Hacker back in your hand so that you can ninjutsu it as well for 1 mana ninjutsu. That's pretty awesome. And you get the card draw when it gets through. And you can only ninjutsu on unblocked creatures, so you're always getting that damage through on the turn it enters in if you ninjutsu it. Another ninjutsu here is Silver for Master. We're not too crazy about ninjutsuing him in. His ninjutsu cost is exactly the same as his mana cost, so he's a 2-mana 2/2. You're just getting extra damage in, maybe a surprise buff to your team, because all of our creatures get +1/+1 with this guy, because he gives ninjas and rogues that same +1/+1. So ninjutsu abilities you activate cost 1 less to activate. That's super awesome. That's a really good ability right there to bring them down. Not that our ninjutsu abilities are all that high. So our first Silver Fur Master will not reduce the ninjutsu ability of our second because there's no colorless costs in it. But Nezumi Prowler goes down to 1, Moon Circuit Hacker's already 1, and Prosperous Thief would go down to 1 blue for ninjutsu as well. This is a 3-mana 3/2, decent amount of power, good ninja, and whenever a 1 or more ninja or rogue creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. So it's really great. We get in with our flyers and stuff and create treasures. I'm a little surprised how few treasures I actually create when I do find my Prosperous Thieves. Probably because I'm ninjutsuing them back or something like that. I attack with them and then they don't get blocked. I ninjutsu them back and then they don't get the effect. Maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. I just feel like I should get more treasures out of them. Maybe it's because I only have 2 copies of it. Maybe it's something like that. But yeah, this is really good just to help balance out our colors if we're struggling with our colored mana and stuff like that. A little bit of ramp too to help hold up mana for our instant speed, our removals, our counter spells, and we hold up that 1 extra mana for it with that treasure token. Can be really freaking handy. So we got the even split between the islands and the swamp, 7/7. I was going to say 4 Dismal Blackwaters. I wanted to reduce the tap lands, and it's the only tap lands in the deck. But we also have Secluded Courtyard, one of the new cards, to help balance out our mana for our rogues, just for our rogues and our ninjas, because you have to choose a creature type when Secluded Courtyard enters the battlefield. It enters untapped, yay. And then you can add a colorless mana, or you can add a mana to of any color, but you can only use that mana to cast ninja or whatever creature type you choose, or activate abilities from creature types of the one you chose, right? So that does help fix our mana there. It just sucks when we get flooded out on Secluded Courtyards and we have got Sought Comings and removal, because we need actual, just legitimate blue sources and black sources to cast our instants and sorceries. It's only creatures and creatures of the type we've chosen that can get a mana of any color from this. So it does help out a lot. It is only uncommon, which is really cool. So it fits in here nicely. Got a pair of Field of Ruins. I don't want any more than 2, because again, we can have a bit of mana color issues with our Secluded Courtyard when it comes to our instances and sorceries. However, though, with the Field of Ruin, that's just straight up, there's no mana fixing there. We have to pay 2 mana to sacrifice it, and we have to have a non-basic land target that our opponent has to shoot down so that we can tutor up another basic of the color we need. So it does help a bit that way, but it is a very clunky way to go through your library and get the mana you need. So I only have 2 to try to make sure they don't get in my way of having a bad opening hand, because I have this colorless sources instead of the colors I need. But anyways, that's the deck. I think it works pretty good. We tear up the play queue a little bit, even though the shuffling is definitely, it's the shuffler, an arena. So yeah, that being said, I think we're through this all, and let's get to some of that gameplay. But before I get to the gameplay, remember to hit that thumbs up below the video. Also subscribe if you haven't already and you like my content and you're into it. You can see more of my videos more easily, and it supports the channel, so that's really awesome, and I really appreciate if you do that. So thumbs up, subscribe, and comment too. Let me know what you think of the deck. I'll be saying that again at the wrap up here. But with that all being said, let's get to the gameplay. I like that we got 1-drops and removal. I don't like how we don't have anything else to tap. Well, let's give it a try, see how it goes. We're gonna have to call Rogue on this, so we can get blue mana for our rogues. Yeah, we have to tap down something. Tap target pro. We could tap the land. It doesn't say non-land. Could tap our land here. That would have worked. Oh, there's our blue source. But we need a black source so we can zap this thing. We'll hold off on playing the other one. Hopefully we get more creatures. I feel like that's all I've had with this deck. It's like, where are all my creatures? I get a couple good little 1-mana flyers early game, and then for the rest of the game I don't see any oh my god, don't do that, deck. Come on, game. Here we go again. I just took 2 lands out. Like, what the hell, game? And here I am flooding again already, not getting cards I need because I'm drawing too many lands. Already, 3rd turn. Like, you gotta stop. I can't take this anymore. Like, you gotta give me some real shuffling, game. Seriously. This has been one shit show of a day. Like, come on. Like, I'm about to jump out of my skin here. I just can't even take it anymore. I want to play a real game. Yeah, of course. What did they shoot it with? Play with fire. It's still my 1 mana. Okay, here's your God damn it. Here's all your 1-mana creatures. No ninjas. No nothing. Wow. Incredible. Unbelievable. I'm like, what are you going to do with that on the stack? You're going to counter it? What are you going to do? With your red mana? Like... Okay, come on, deck. Give me a ninja. Give me just about any other creature other than more of what I already have. So they were able to wake that up, but they didn't realize that yes, finally, something. Yay. Something we can have some fun with. Get some card draw going. Maybe we can get more of what we need because we got card draw now. Yeah, let's go. Meh. 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 End turn. We can village write something if we need to. Come on, give me another ninja so we can ninjutsu this back to our hand. Although it has to be unblocked. And they attack in. We could block and sack it, but it's a nice little unblockable flyer. No blocks. They still don't have the mana to wake up their Den of the Bug. Ah, they just freaking fry that anyways. We'll get some value out of it though with a village rights. Get some more card draw. And now we get another ninjutsu creature that we could have been trying to ninjutsu them back and forth. Ay, ay, ay. Do we ninjutsu this in? I don't think so. I think we just cast it. It buffs this up. We attack with a 2/2 in the air. Looks like they're going to try to make that big and try to do lots of damage to us. We cannot do this instant speed. We can try to counter something if they do try to use this to buff it up. If they tap out their mana on that, we'll just counter it. I don't even know what that is. I just don't want to. I don't want it. It's rare. It's got haste. I see +1 counter stuff text on it, so yeah, ugh, no. Nope. Let's get rid of it. When I play this, this will both become 3/3s. If I attack, and then that'll be 6 damage. Yeah, let's do that. I was thinking of ninjutsuing, but what's the point? It's 6 damage regardless of what way we do it. This way that we mill them for 1/2. So now they're 1 away. Yeah, let's get rid of this thing now, so that they can't put their this thing, Expanded Anatomy. And they have another card in the graveyard now, so we can actually activate our Windrobber there. Oh, that's shitty. No, I can't protect it. That sucks. Maybe on their end step, I think we'll Field of Ruin their thing here. Well, that sucks. Just have it all. Just get it all given to you. No scry. How do they still have cards? No, seriously? How do they still have cards? So many more. Ah, I have more lands than they do. Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, I guess let that happen. It's not like we can protect it in any way. We only had 1 counter spell, and we countered a big scary thing they had. Do we do it now? They are tapped it. It would give them 1 red. Let's not. That's not bad. Let's chip away here. Ooh, I should have played this so it would have been more mill. This is a nice flash blocker though. There's another land. Now they can attack with the Bugbear. Or we can flash in our Thought-Thief to block the little 1/1 token that they create. And just let the Bugbear get through, go through. Or no, we can Field of Ruin. We have all of our mana untapped. Yep. What do we get for land? Blue or black? We have 2 blue. We have 2 black as well. This is, no, that's set for rogue. I was like, this is set for blue. No, it's set for rogue. You can make any color as long as it's going for a rogue. To cast a rogue or to use a rogue's ability. So we are able to activate ability, getting value out of it and preventing it from being exiled. Block the 1/1. Nice. Get some card draw. I like it. So let's attack in. Mill him a couple cards and then ninjutsu. Take action. Not bad. I think we'll end there. We're finally starting to change things around now. They're running low on cards and we're staying about what we had. Ugh. That is nasty. 3/3. I'm going to get to attacking with that. That kind of shucks. We can kill it next turn with our Bloodchief's Thirst. Planeswalker they control. Get that out on the field. So that's 4 damage. We need 1 more damage in. If we swap any one of these creatures with this guy, that's game. Yeah, I think we just do that. But we have to use the ninjutsu because it'll have summoning sickness and everything, right? Let's ninjutsu this guy back. It just makes more sense if the game continues on. Yeah, it doesn't. It's over. Nice. Whew. Freaking tap lands, man. Give it a try. A nice 1-mana flyer, some removal. 2-mana flyer now. All we need is some ninjas. Come on, ninja. Ninja, 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 ninja. We need ninjas. That's not a ninja. So I say we Bloodchief's Thirst that, right? 1 mana of any color, yeah. So make sure they don't get any ramp with that. We have no ninjutsu stuff, so playing our little flyers just pecks away at them. It doesn't get us any significant advantage. So there's another ramper for them. Now we get our untapped land. Are you freaking kidding me? Shuffler is totally out to get me. Play that end turn. They're probably going to get some ramp out of it. I don't want to use another Bloodchief's Thirst right away on it. So I think we're going to use Bloodchief's Thirst on whatever they ramp into. Which if it's got haste, we're going to take a hit from it. Ooh, cube. Gross. We can't save our Windrobber. It gets exiled. You can get it back by killing the cube. Hopefully if they attack in, which they might not because they see stick, that we have something. They don't know what it is, but it's an ambush blocker. This will take all mana, but we can do it. We do have the double black. And we get our Windrobber back that way. I say we do that. If they dissolve it, ends up in our graveyard, and then takes us that much longer. If they dissolve it. Did I say if we dissolve it? All right, 5 cards, 3 away from this guy bumping up our rogues and this guy having his own sacrifice ability. 3 cards. 3 cards away in their graveyard. Don't you dare. You got more removal? You punk. This time they go for the Windrobber. Makes sense. Nope, they go for... that is the Windrobber. I meant Thought-Thief. I meant Thought-Thief, but when I said Windrobber, but they did go for the Windrobber anyways. Probably because it is very low mana for them to dissolve it, but they still need a black plus 1 mana, so they don't have it yet. Then we won't be able to kick this. I want to do it again. You know what? Let's just do it. They play 2 cubes, we play 2 Bloodchiefs there. Actually, we've played 3 so far. I really didn't want to play the second one, but we did hit our 8 cards in their graveyard. 8 cards in their graveyard. I didn't want to click that. Go away. Yeah, they're exactly... Are you kidding me with the removal? Please go for the Windrobber. Yes, you have 8 cards in the graveyard. We're just going to sack that for card draw. And then we get a Village Ray. Are you freaking kidding me, man? Alright, I say we ninjutsu in this guy. Well, if we just play him, it'll be 3 damage. If we ninjutsu him, it'll be 2 damage. Either way, we get the mill. I'd say we just cast him in then. There's no need to ninjutsu. That's a good chunk every turn, 3 damage. Yeah, so now we have Village Rites and Saw It coming on deck. I gotta remember the Saw It coming. That's my biggest issue with counter spells, is I hold up the mana, I hold up the counter spell, and then I forget to cast it. They cast some big spell and I go, oh no, and I let it go, and I'm like, what am I gonna... Oh no, I forgot to I forgot to counter it. Son of a... I think we let this go. That was intentional. I don't care about countering the snake. We'll let it go. Well, I do care. I kind of wanted to counter it, but, you know. Just attacking with this guy. I don't want to trade with the snake. Schmack. Get a Windrobber out there. And then hold up these 2 guys. And this time I can cast both if I need to. Yes, colorless. Plus 2 blue for this. And then one of these for black here. Yep. Can do that. So you're ramping. You're going to play some big, fat creature that I can counter. Some scary, scary spell that I would normally hate to see you cast. And then we get to counter it. No? We're not doing that? Son of a... I say we just take that. 2 damage. And now we can hit him back for, let's say, 6, 7, 8 damage. Is what we can hit him back for. So that's not too bad. If they end their turn. See, that's a spell. No. That is what I was really itching to play my, to play that on. It's just attack all. Thank you. Wish I had some ninjutsu to get 3 extra damage in there, but you know, whatever. Ugh, what do we do now? Play this as a land? I doubt they're going to keep 1 mana up. Let's end turn. They have to keep blockers. We've at 20 health, so they can come down with a big oven wool oddity and like whatever. Even if they attack us with that, what's it, Froghemoth? It looks like they're not doing anything. Not with haste. Okay, so it doesn't, yeah, we fly right over that. GG's. It's still, like, these guys will lose their buff when this guy dies, but he dies during combat, so they'll still do 6 damage total. And even if they were reduced, 4 damage from each of them would have been enough. No, it would have been 1 shy, actually, I think. I can't remember what they were at. -5, if this guy didn't attack. No, if this guy, yeah, if this guy wasn't attacking and these guys were 2 each, we'd be what, 4 damage less? It'd still be -1. Yep, that'd still be lethal. All right, 2 1-mana flyers. Of course, I never have, like, 2 goddamn Field of Ruins, and I can't believe how often they ruin. Those 2 cards ruin my starting hand for mana. Oh my god. And this is a much worse starting hand, but it's keepable. Disgusting. Play this on Ninja. Hope we don't get a Soaring Thought-Thief. Because we need it. We need that for black mana for our ninjas. Throw this guy down. Maybe ninjutsu this guy in so we get some life gain and such. If we get an open attack here. Maybe we don't. Yeah, we do. Not bad. We need to get a black source though, because we can't cast these. Now we can't cast this either. Because we called rogue for this land. This is ridiculous. Come on, shuffle. Like, there's always something. Like, every game I'm getting screwed in some way. Urgh. I finally get a good hand and a field. One of my 2 Field of Ruins ruins it. Are you kidding me? Let's just play this guy out. Attack for 3. Give me a damn black source. There's enough of them in the deck. Holy crap. So how does this work? Yeah, why is it showing up red? I don't have anything red in here, do I? So what is up with that? Red. 4% green. What the heck? I don't know. Yeah, I don't get what that's saying. Come on. This is getting ridiculous. And they're just getting everything set up perfectly. This is absolute horse poop. You want to block? For chumping that? Do we use this? I don't know. Do we? It'll do 4 damage instead of 3. Sure, let's do it. Put it on himself. I was going to say this is going to be not a trade anyways. And now this guy does 4 damage. We gain 4 health. This is the lifelink that why we put it on here. He's got more power, so that's more life gain. Come on, black source. At this point, almost any mana, but it really needs to be black source. Well, discard both of these. So without a black source, we can't play them. They're damn useless. Can't kick them. We need 2 black for that. This is how we lose right here. This game, anyways. Holy jeez. And another discard. Holy crap. Well, we can kill their blocker if we get a black... Oh, for fuck's sakes. Well, tack in, whatever. I can't believe this. This is absolute horseshit. Oh yeah, there's no point in even ninjutsuing that. Yeah, it really doesn't do anything. Can't even cast Village Rites. This is pathetic. We have enough black sources in here. Holy crap. There's more black sources than blue because there's more black in this deck, I think. I think it is slightly heavier on black. No, I think we have, now that I think about it, I think it's equal blue and black sources. Nah, yeah. Because it is so close to equal, there's no real... whoops. That's not what I wanted to click. I wanted to click deck here. Do you have any double black or double blues? I think we have double blues somewhere, yeah. Couple double blues. Alright, I guess we attack in again and see what we can do. So what is this, 6 damage? If I ninjutsu this in, it's still 6 damage. But at least we get this guy back to our can so we can ninjutsu him again for the Death Touch lifelink. It was 6 damage either way. 4 power here, 2 power here, 6. 3 plus 3 is 6. Either way it was 6 damage. Alright, they get control of something. That's total poop. And we need to kick it in order to kill that. So yeah, here, wow. That is so, there's no way the program isn't set up to do that. Like, how perfect is that? Here you go. Here's the biggest insult we can make this algorithm do for you. Like, wow. Here you go. We'll wait till everything is really just, you're just screwed. You're totally effing screwed. Yup. Jesus. I can't believe this. What, do we attack in and ninjutsu again? Probably not. I don't see the point. So get some damage in. We can fly over them. Get more ninjutsu, unless they just have all the perfect answers again, still. They might just take our freaking thing here, our disruptor, or even take over our guy here, our dude, what's it called? The Fur Master, Silver Fur Master. That's gonna get him some life gain. Hey, another swamp though, and we're kicking this and getting rid of that, getting our guy back. Lots of good stuff, and they're just dead then. Well, no, if they gain 4 life here. I won't block because I want to ninjutsu that and gain my own life. We could block, sack with the village rights. No. I want to try to ninjutsu this guy. And then when we replay this, we can tap it something down again. They're going up to 9 health, which really sucks. But we got to get that black source at some point. Like, the odds are so magnificently high. But of course not. What is this? 5 mana. So we're going to take 5 damage. That's a hit. But we get this guy back. Shouldn't have summoning sickness. If they just lose, we just get control of them again. So these will each be 3/3s. This will be a 3/3. 3, 6, 9. That should be enough. How come it gets such? It never left play. It just changed hands. It shouldn't have summoning sickness. Ay, ay, ay. Well, let's ninjutsu this in here. Maybe it is going to be 9 damage with this, getting a double pump. Put it on himself so we gain that life back that we lost. 1 damage shy. Are you free? All because of that summoning sick. It should only... I need to look up the rules for summoning sickness. I think that's wrong. It should only have summoning sickness the turn when it enters play. It never left play. It was always in play. I don't think we need these cards. This one in case they play a blocker, which that actually can't block anyways. What does it need? Yeah. 8 or more in order to block. In our graveyard, we had 6. We were 2 shy, so it couldn't block anyways. Yeah! Frustrating lands, but we get there in the end. Every time I look at my card, oh yes, finally a beautiful hand. Oh, I forget, every time it gives me a good hand, it fornicates my arse with mana. Like, this is unbelievable. Every time I have a good starting hand, I have to mulligan because of the mana. Every single time. Like, I want to keep it so bad and just be like, all we need is that 1 blue source. We can foretell this. We can make it happen. Make it work. But you cannot ever trust... Do I have land? I have lands that balance the colors. Do I not? Holy crippity crap. Yes. Here, I use that summon, even though I only have 3 because they can be getting in the way. I have black... 6 freaking lands to do it. And all I get is basics. All I see in my opening hands is basics, and it's always garbage. Come on. Well, it's not garbage. I mean, it's always the same color. Like, every game with this deck, and I've been winning, too, which is not bad. But it's so frustrating. It's this... Ugh. I really don't want to mulligan again. We really can't afford it. But how long is it going to be until we get that goddamn black? It's like, Jesus. No, we're going to do nothing but draw blue sources. You just know it. This is sad. Sad and pathetic. Probably not even going to get a land at all now. Which is bullshit. Yep, bullshit. Don't even have a 2.0 curve. Not even. Less than 2.0 curve. Less than. Less than. Do you understand? And I have 24 cards that can be played as lands. Oh my god, I just can't get over how opposite this shuffler is. It literally never makes any sense. Like, never. Come on. I can't take this, like, every game. Every game! And I know I've been winning, but god damn, they're the most frustrating wins ever. Like, my hands are tied to my balls behind my back. This is so bad. Like, come on. I can never do... Ugh! Yeah, hurry up. Play all your amazing stuff in your amazing, perfect order. Life is great for you. Oh, man. Come on, hurry. I'm so mad right now. Hurry up. Like, this is the one we lose, though. Yeah, there's no... Nah, this is done. There's no coming back from this. Tack in, they block, they like the trade. What's... Yeah. And we literally can't even play anything. Play this? No, I'm out. I'm not sticking around. This is so insanely bad. Well, so that last game was completely horrendous. Compliments of the Arena Shuffler. Again. I honestly, like, I know there's games I lose that are not because of the shuffling. But on real Magic, like in paper, it's... Out of all my losing games, the percentage is much higher than I'm losing that's not bad shuffling. In this, it's like literally 99% of my games I lose, of my losing games, 99% of them I lost, and because there was nothing I could do. The shuffling was so insanely horrible. Anyways, focusing on this game, we keep because we actually finally have mana. It's always the grouping too. They just can't separate cards in this program for some reason. They can't program it to understand that random means everything is not always together all the time. I don't know how they're not aware of that. Like the simple definition of shuffling. Can't take it. I don't know. It's just so unreal. It's so unreal. It's so not like any real card game ever. Like, and it'll never be like paper Magic because of the program. You've got people holding priorities and stuff like that. So it's like we know they have something because it took a while on their main phase, their post-combat main phase. So they have something they can cast for 1 black mana. It's not necessarily instant speed, whatever it is. But we know they have something, and that makes it different. Like, we wouldn't know that if this was paper. So there's stuff like that. It'll always be different. But it shouldn't be that different. Like, where it's, oh my god. I've never on paper seen so many players just get, like, literally get what they need in the nick of, right exactly as they need it. Like that board wipe or that removal or whatever. Just right as they need it. Like, come on. Does this trigger when they die? Somebody can, yeah, look at the top, yeah. So we have a flash blocker here, so guess we block this. It's more damage, and they don't get any real reward from other than this when it dies. So what do? Put it in their graveyard, or if it's a zombie, they put it in their hand. They don't have to put it in their graveyard though either. If it's not a zombie, they can keep it on top. They have no non-basics. That's lovely. See if we can go for this to get a treasure. We also get some mill here just from attacking with this guy. Three mana, are you kidding me? So we have to kick this in order to kill that thing. Let's end turn here. We got a few options. Well, these two actually are only... This is instant, this is flash. That's sorcery. These are creatures without flash. So yeah, just these two are our options during our opponent's turn. Attack with that guy. Okay. get rid of that treasure already. Kind of don't want to, but they get their card advantage from that now, possibly, unless they throw it in the graveyard or keep it on top. And they do nothing. So they did keep it on top. It's not a zombie, but they want it, whatever it is. So now they're going to flood with zombies when they exploit. Yep, yep, yep. I need to get rid of this thing. How much mana is it? 2 mana for this. They do have a non-basic land, finally. EA. Can't kick this because we don't have double black. We barely even have double blue. We have double colorless, though. Our only 2 colorless, so I can't believe that. This shuffler makes no sense. How often I get both of these Field of Ruins. Just disgusting. Anyways, I gotta stop focusing on how terrible this shuffler is. Focus on the game. We can tap something down. They still have, they're both good blocks though for them, so. Play this out. We can't play this though and tap something down. That really sucks. Exploits non-token. Can maybe play this out. Go lifelink and death touch. Tap down this guy, attack in. See if they want to lose this guy who's going to help them flood the board. So they're willing to do the trade. That kind of sucks for us, but it's not the worst in the world. We do have a flyer here that we can ninjutsu stuff for. Could use at least 1 or 2 more lands so we can find the time to get rid of, sack our Field of Ruins so we can get that other black. And we'll probably give them another blue source, which would be bad. I keep getting a lot of phlegm when I did this today. I gotta keep clearing my throat all the time. No, we want our attacker to stay in. We're at 20 health somehow. Did we gain life somewhere? Oh yeah, we did. Lifelink, right. Gotcha. Card draw. That is sexy. Can't play any of this other stuff because we don't have enough colored mana. That's pathetic. Like, holy shit. If we do this now, we'll tap out our other thing and one of these, get another, yeah. Just attack in. Ninjutsu this so we get some card draw. Ah, come on, are you kidding me? This is brutal. Shit. Gotta do this now. We gotta stop this mana screwage here, this bottlenecking. We got 2 blue, we need 2 black. Black is slightly, only slightly more important, but slightly more important in this day. We can use this now. What do we use it on? I think we hold off, see if they play something stupid awesome. They do have a Necro-Duality out, which is terrible. Non-token zombies, non-token zombies, good. So if they create token zombies, doesn't trigger that. Well, that is exactly what we really didn't need them getting 2 of. Here's a double power boost to everybody. Here you go. Here's just everything handed to you. Put it right in your lap. Don't you worry. There's one of those things gone. Damn it. Okay. Do this. Tap this guy down. Tap here, ninjutsu this in. Yeah, we so lost from bottlenecking on black and them just getting perfection right after a Necro DL. Like, come on, game. Are you freaking kidding me? Get screwed. Let's go Rogue. We actually can't play anything out of our hand right now. We could play, if we call Rogue on this, we can get our Windrobber. Moonfolk Windrobber. Blah, I still can't say that. Can you let me see? I think that's 8 or 9. The view browser button's blocking how many cards they have in their graveyard. Let's go with Rogue. Yes, it's 9. Good. So we can sacrifice that. So we got some good blocks here. We can sack the Windrobber for card draw. Got card draw from ninjutsuing this stuff. Oh my god, and they just keep getting perfection though. All your zombies have flying and crap now. Yeah. Perfect. So that is lethal, right? Yeah, 6, 8. It's exactly lethal. And we're just getting way too screwed. Where's all my... How much removal did I get? 1, 2. Out of what do I have? 10 at least, I think. Pretty sure. It's at least 8 or 10. Somewhere around that. Okay, thank you. Just try ninja for something else. It really doesn't matter though. Cannot block their flying. They're just going to block that, so there's no point in even attacking. We can trade our Thought-Thief for their zombie token here. No, we can trade it for this guy too. Oh man, and they just get double of those, yeah. Such horseshit, yeah. Like, come on, we have so much. I can't remember how much. I know there's a good amount of removal, seeing only 2. And they're just getting everything lined up perfectly. It's not even them getting, they're getting multiples of everything they need to get multiples of. Like, it's just so perfectly set up for them. And what do I get? Awkward bullshit from the mana. Like, 2 Field of Ruins just screwing me in the ass. Like, are you kidding me? You freaking kidding me, game? These last 2 rounds have been just brutal. Even the... Oh, no blocks, whatever. Whoops. Whatever. Oh, it wasn't even lethal. I thought it was just over. Like, there's no winning this, though. Not with their absolute perfection, followed by this bullshit! Yeah, fuck you, game. Whatever. I can't believe these last 2 matches. So there we go. Those last 2 games I really freaking hated because of the freaking shuffler, but even the first 3 games, those 3 games there, they were pretty frustrating. You know, managed to finagle things, and that's kind of how this deck is supposed to work. It's got weird ninjutsu stuff, you know, you sneak in, find that lethal wherever you can, use your removal. I think that was really helpful in those games when we would get a lot of our removal. Help us win, clear the attack lanes, get the damage in, get our ninjutsu stuff going, all kinds of great stuff like that. Really helped in those first few games. I think for a budget deck, it's a great start for your ninja rogues, and then you can start adding more rares to it. I'm just realizing, like, thinking right now, I'm like, oh, I should have prepared maybe some rares that you could add in here. There's like Kaito or whatever, that planeswalker, who would be really good in this deck. You can generate unblockable rogue creatures or ninja creatures. I think they're ninjas, unblockable ninjas, whatever. They're unblockable, so you get your ninjutsu stuff. It's really cool. With that guy, you've got other rare rogues that can give all of your stuff. what do you call it, ninjutsu and stuff like that. So, you know, there's a lot of really powerful rares to add in here, but I don't mind this the way it is. I think this is actually really cool. Yeah, I like it. I like the counter spells. It's very versatile. There's a lot more one-ofs and two-ofs in this than I normally do in my decks, but it does add some versatility. And then we've got 4 copies of all these cards that we love seeing lots of. I feel like some of them I don't often... Well, no. These are the creatures that come up the most. Thought-Thief, Furmaster, Circuit Guy, Circuit Hacker, and Windrobber. Those are definitely our creatures that show up the most. It makes sense. Those are the only ones that we have all 4 copies of. And of course, like I said, love when I see lots of copies of Bloodchief's Thirst. That's why I have 4 of them in here. And for some reason, when I put 4 of them in my deck, I get just flooded on them. And my opponents get mad because I'm just using 3 or 4 of them to blow up all their stuff. And good stuff with other removal in here as well. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about this deck. I would like to hear what the rest of you have to say about this deck. Do you like the budget? Do you think I should have maybe included a couple rares when I do a budget deck? Like, this isn't really budget. This is full artisan. Like, that's just like a different style of, I guess, I don't know, magic. Yeah, I don't know how to say it. But, you know, it's like commons and uncommons. It's all I'm using. So that's not even really budget. Like, budget is like a couple rares here and there. You even get a couple rares in all those pre-con decks that you get. So, I mean, maybe I can try to find some rares from the pre-cons to put in here. I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. That's what I started talking about this. Let me know what y'all think. Comment, please. It does support the channel as well. So if you like what I'm doing and you're watching my videos, make sure to say hello or just what's up in the comments. And yes, please, if you want to talk about it, I'd love to hear what you have to say about this stuff. So that being said, I think I'll let you all go. Have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.